I've got one or two things to say.
Just like some of you, I didn't play the first Dragon's Dogma, but early buzz meant that Dragon's Dogma 2 was very much on my radar.
You had my curiosity, but now you have my attention.
You know what? I really like it, but before you run off to play it, there are a few things you should know about, and I'm sure you've heard about those greedy microtransactions by now, so you'll want to hear everything I have to say.
Buy a little something, won't you?
But first, what the hell is Dragon's Dogma 2 even?
First impressions count for much.
Now is the time to take your place among the worthy.
Dragon's Dogma 2 isn't a direct sequel of the 2012 original, nor is it a reboot or a remake. It's just another Dragon's Dogma, an open-world medieval fantasy role-playing game where you, the Arisen, must level your ass up to defeat a dragon and take your place as the rightful ruler of all the land and its people.
I'm your king. Well, I didn't vote for you. You don't vote for kings.
You use a mightily impressive character creator to get started, and then also create a non-player party member called a pawn. And you then fill up the last 2 slots of your party by constantly rotating out other real players' pawns that you hire for your group.
I'm Rick Harrison, and this is my pawn shop.
Before you know it, you're out in the world buying things, doing quests, and talking to people who all use a very annoying medieval English.
There's aught to be found there. Can you not see it?
We ought to take a closer look.
Naturally, you level up, upgrade your equipment, and learn new amazing skills, gleefully tossing enemies smaller than you, as well as getting tossed by the ones that are much bigger.
Perfectly balanced, as all things should be.
The combat really does flow well, especially when your pawns work well together. Trees and grass sway in the wind, cities and towns look great, and the wilderness looks even better, especially thanks to ray-traced global illumination. It all comes at a price though, but we'll get back to that in a second. It's also very important to note that this game is fun in the daytime but can become terrifying at night, which is actually pretty cool and adds a great element of planning to the whole experience.
Pray, light your lantern, Master.
So that basically sums up what Dragon's Dogma 2 is before we continue. There's a lot more to the game, but that's it in a nutshell. If it sounds pretty awesome, that's because it is. But just like the world's day and night cycles, there are times of sunshine and then there are times of darkness.
Hey, you're finally awake.
You can't keep getting away with it.
The most important issue I have with Dragon's Dogma 2 right now is that the scariest thing in the game isn't a giant monster that you might run into in the middle of the night, but instead, it's this.
Good morrow, everyone.
While sleeping in an inn or a house gives a permanent save spot to go back to, you only have one normal save slot for both manual and automatic saves. This means that you may manually save not long before something disastrous, only to realize that the game has randomly overwritten your save, and I really do mean it when I say it's very random.
I fear no man, but that thing, it scares me.
This issue can get you into a lot of trouble, especially when you're in a game where your pawns might randomly decide to just, kill themselves.
Broken, and repairing it is beyond our means. We have no choice but to take them.
And the only way back may be to lose a ton of playtime by loading all the way back to your last in save.
Good morrow, everyone.
Heck, there isn't even a menu option to load a save game. You have to die or quit back to the main menu. And saves don't even have info or images to let you know what you're loading back to. If there's something that I really hope they overhaul in the near future, it's this. About those microtransactions you've been hearing about, I'm sorry to disappoint anyone hoping for a rant, but they aren't really a thing. I managed to find most of the items in the game without too much hassle by just playing. Performance is a big problem and it can get really rough on all platforms right now. The photo mode is terrible, the user interface and inventory management aren't great, and there are a few things that still need some tweaking. A few of these issues are already getting updated in upcoming patches, which brings me to the point of this entire video. I've actually really loved the 20 odd hours I've spent in Dragon's Dogma 2 so far. I love the spontaneity of the gameplay and many things about the world, but I've decided to stop playing it for now. and it's for that same reason that I'm going to tell you that you shouldn't play it right now either. I think Dragon's Dogma 2 will likely be on a few Game of the Year lists at the end of 2024, but I can't recommend that anyone buys or plays it right now. It's a unique and special game, and one that deserves to be played in its best state. But that version of it just isn't here yet, so I recommend you hang on a little bit longer before jumping in. You'll probably even get it at a better price by then.
Now you listen here. He's not the Messiah. He's a very naughty boy. Now go away.
That's our look at Dragon's Dogma 2. If you enjoyed the video, please hit the like button to let me know. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel for more. And here's another one of our videos that YouTube thinks you might like. So check it out and I'll see you over there. Thanks for watching. I'll see you soon.